So, Andrew Tate has been cancelled, pretty much. Now I'm going to assume that the majority of you guys watching already have a good idea of who this scumbag millionaire is. If you don't, he's basically a cam girl pimp, woman abuser, and overall nice guy.
Did I say it? No. Did I say it?
A very nice guy. There have been many terrible people to grace the internet space, but Andrew Tate is definitely rising up that list. The biggest issue is the sheer size of the crowd that follows him and abides by his every word. It's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Let's take a look at the wonderfully scandalous life of the son of a chess grandmaster. In this video, I'll be looking through the horrendous things Andrew Tate and his brother have repeatedly done to get where they are today. As usual, this video will have chapters, so feel free to skip ahead, and don't forget to smash like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to my words. Cheers! Well, currently he's banned from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, but for different reasons. In 2017, Tate was banned for tweeting out, "Women who are sexually assaulted bear some responsibility," which is definitely a statement. These kind of tweets give us a good indication of what kind of person this guy is. A shitty one. So the recent Meta ban, and more recently the TikTok ban, the reasoning behind the banning is vague, as these kinds of things usually are, but we can still get a pretty good idea of what grounds led to the bans. TikTok community violation was defined by the following breach: content that attacks, threatens, incites violence against, or otherwise dehumanises an individual or a group. As guidelines go, I think this statement sums up the Andrew Tate brand. Let's take a quick look at some examples of some of his content and see if it matches up to the statement.
Yeah. How are you going to sit there to the dude sitting with a bunch of beautiful women in his mansion and then say, you're a sexist, you're ugly, you're a 3. Like, a lot of these feminists are fucking, they're so busted. Like, if you're going to be a feminist, at least get hot first. You cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer to get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. Huh? If my chick said I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
We're two huge fighting brothers with women naked on the internet who own casinos, who drive around Bucharest, Romania in over $2 million worth of fucking supercars. Everyone's afraid of us. And if anyone did piss us off at any point, even if we didn't want to fuck them up ourselves, we can make one phone call and they'd either be in a ditch or lose their any right to stay here, they'd have some visa issue and be kicked out the country, or arrested for no reason and put in a jail cell for months at a time. We are basically as mafia as you.
That explains the TikTok ban, right? So what about the Meta ban? Facebook and Instagram guidelines state, "We do not allow organisations or individuals that proclaim a violent mission or are engaged in violence to have a presence on Facebook. We assess these entities based on their behaviour, both online and offline, most significantly, their ties to violence." Andrew Tate is generally a violent man, inside and outside the ring, being a talented kickboxer. There are many clips with Andrew displaying exactly what the guidelines forbid. It's just a wonder of how he wasn't banned quicker. This guy does not deserve a public platform. For me to say that is a difficult thing, as I absolutely do not advocate cancel culture in the slightest. But if your message is out there to cause harm and incite violence to a demographic, then you shouldn't have a platform. Now let's move away from the politics and get onto the abhorrent things Andrew has been involved in. If being a contestant on Big Brother wasn't bad enough, when Andrew was in the house, 3 videos were leaked in which it shows Tate beating a woman in lingerie with a belt, another where he humiliates a woman and she then proceeds to lock herself in the bathroom,
That's right, lock the door, you knew I was gonna beat the...
And the last being a woman on a bed, he slaps her pretty bad and pulls her hair in an aggressive way.
Listen. Bitch. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
I would show small clips of the video, but to be quite honest, I think they're a little too graphic for YouTube, but they can be found pretty easily on the internet. The videos are shocking and have a very serious vibe. Andrew's rebuttal to the claim is they was all roleplay. What was the play? Serial rapist wife abuser. The girls in the video don't appear to be having fun. In one of the videos, a woman was outed for being one of Andrew's exes, and she did come out and make a statement on the video of her. She said, "I just wanted to let you know that this has all been a huge misunderstanding. I heard he got kicked out of the house because of it, which I find really unfair, because it was just pure game. That's what we used to do." Even if the video between these two really was roleplay, does this seem healthy? I mean, literally running away and locking a bathroom door when his back is turned. Does that seem like roleplay? It doesn't to me. Mixed with all the misogynistic outlooks this guy has, it just doesn't paint a very good picture, does it? So let's move on to the next one. Tate was living in the UK prior to this, but ultimately, after a run-in in with the police which involved them taking all of his electronic devices and wanted to charge him on 11 charges, which sounds incredibly ominous, he decides to pack up and head to Romania. Why? More corruption. Take a listen.
And two, I like living in countries where corruption is accessible for everybody. I find it offensive that a police officer in England will stop me for speeding and then refuse to take a bribe and pretend that... No, but I'll tell you why. Because he'll sit there and go, no, this is the law and order, and pretend that the law means something and fuck me over.
He goes on to say that, I'm not a rapist, but I like the idea of just being able to do what I want. I like being free. What does that even mean? Dude, you pretty much just admitted you are a rapist, you just want more of a chance to get away with it because you have money. The video was originally shown on his YouTube channel, which has now been deleted. I wonder why. Since he's moved to Romania after several brags about the country, his home was actually raided by the police as part of a human trafficking operation. Yes, human trafficking. Andrew Tate is now being accused of holding an American woman against her will. I do believe at the time of recording these charges haven't been pursued yet, but we'll see. The irony of trying to escape the law and walking headfirst into a potential human trafficking charge is ridiculous. Some ordinary gamers took a real deep dive into the subject. I'd recommend taking a look. Andrew Tate replied to the accusations. Tate said, the girl said to her boyfriend she didn't want to come to the party and we wouldn't leave her alone. So her boyfriend is obviously one of these believe-all females. She was a hoe. She wasn't even hot. She was ugly. He then calls the fucking police and says my girlfriend is being held against her will by the Tate brothers. The police calls the American embassy and the next day the police come to our house. That is really a response to an actual investigation on human trafficking. That is not a trivial allegation. On top of this, the Tate brothers do claim to be somewhat linked to the mafia. Who knows? On to the next scandal. If you didn't know, the Tate brothers made many of their millions in the cam girl genre of the internet. Despite Tate claiming he is a trillionaire, the actual reports expose this as being a lie, and in reality he's actually probably worth around 30 million. The idea behind the business was to employ girls to chat with men online and swindle them out of their cash, no matter the circumstance, rich or poor. One man actually wanted to give his online girlfriend 20 grand from his inheritance. Apparently Tristan Tate convinced the man not to, but a few weeks later the man gave it to another model anyway. When the man returned to gift the money to the other model, Tristan told staff to take him for everything he's got. What a nice guy, right? Many of the girls would beg the men to pay for certain things, like boob jobs, or even claim they're in financial trouble. A government spokesperson has commented, saying asking for money under these circumstances is considered an act of fraud. Yet another potential crime the Tate brothers could have been linked to. During the running of their cam website business, there were no charges made against them, but the morality behind running something like this is very questionable. Tate even goes as far as saying he feels no guilt towards the victims that handed over their life savings, as it's not his problem. I see the logic behind that statement, but it certainly doesn't help the matter. Andrew Tate has said some outrageous things since he started appearing publicly, most of them about women and the treatment towards them. In fact, Tate also thinks he could defeat 11 tigers.
If 12 tigers attack me and I manage to defeat 11 in unarmed combat with my Aikido and the last tiger gets my neck, that's a fine way for Tate to die.
So there's that. The point is, he's a fucking moron. If you actually listen and believe a word this man spouts, then you may need your head examined or you're very young. If you are young, let this be the light bulb moment. Stop listening to this beta male and just create your own opinion in life. I'd like to show you some of the clips Andrew Tate is famous for, and you come to your own opinion whether this is a good man.
I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it.
Imagine one day you're sitting in Paris and having a fucking coffee, and terrorists roll through with AKs, and the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like, waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, seen that before. Oh.
Decided that GoldenEye, the movie GoldenEye, is my life story. I can actually, genuinely, right now, nothing is stopping me from becoming Batman. Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness.
Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram.
I named this section the God Complex, and the clips pretty much show you my point. So let's move on. Every financial TikToker and their dog has a course showing you how to get rich quick through the power of affiliate marketing and Amazon FBA. And why should Tate be any different? Yes, Hustlers University is Andrew's cringe course to get you out of the rat race forever. For the cool price of $50 a month, you can learn how to scam while being scammed yourself. There isn't a whole lot to say about this course, it's just a generic bullshit copy pasted from every other Tom, Dick and Harry's course, just with the Andrew Tate's name slapped onto it. Brilliant. This may be the most controversial point made. In light of all the negative attention Tate has gathered in the past month or so, he's come out to say that he was actually playing a character. Is Andrew Tate really a character? Honestly, I can't see how that's possible. The way he talks, acts and holds himself, even behind closed doors, like the roleplay video, it just points to a no. This man cannot be a character. If he is, he plays it very convincingly. What has happened is that he's been discovered by a larger audience, away from the 11-year-olds and all incels that watch him, and he's finally been caught out by normal people that can see him for exactly what he is. An abuser of everything in his life. Women, power and aggression. He likes to feel intimidating, he likes to feel feared, and if you're missing a brainstem you may actually fall for it. He may be a kickboxer, maybe even a very good one, but the best of fighters are usually humble. The ones with the loudest mouths get humbled really quick. So I think Andrew Tate claiming it all for shits and gigs is bollocks. It's just a get out of jail card when things got too much. You either stick to your guns or roll over. Andrew, I thought you were king of alphas. Well, rolling over and saying it's all fake is the most beta shit I've ever heard. Andrew is a shitty person overall. That I hope we can all agree on. If you've ever been an Andrew Tate fan, I do hope this video has swayed you into the side of normality. In life, you come up against people you like, dislike, and most of the time people you don't care about. That's life. I can't believe I have to say this in the 21st century, but humans are not property, despite what a bald-headed liar says. Treat everyone equally and you will receive the same in return. This video is slightly different to what I usually post, so let me know how you like this format. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed listening to my words, smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.